Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. This video is for you today. If you've ever said, I am too tight to stretch, we all know that stretching is supposed to make us feel good, but sometimes the stretches are not the right stretches or maybe a little bit too advanced for our own bodies. And so then we're like, no thank you. So today's video is all going to be seated and lying down and gentle to actually help open up the body. So you'll notice I'm starting in a chair. You can feel free to sit on the ground if that feels better for you. But I know with my own body, when things are really tight or I'm really injured, I feel much better with things supported on the ground and a little bit elevated. The other option when you're sitting on the ground too is to have some pillows propped up either underneath your knees if you have your legs folded out, or even underneath the thighs or the hips. For the exercises lying down, please know that you can also do these in the bed. They don't have to be done on the ground. So welcome to Follow Me Friday today, where you can get stretching and strengthening and even a little cardio every Friday. So we're going to get started. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, and you're just going to roll those shoulders back as you open up those palms. So it's breathe in, open up. We're starting with a little mobility because we want to try to get a little blood flow going in here too. After sitting or being in the car or even standing all day, things don't want to move as well. So we want to ease into things nice and gently. So here's 6, and getting that breathing going just feels good too. 7, backwards with those arms and not forwards because we're already forward. We're trying to open things back up. So there's 9. And 10. I'm going to let my hands rest right on my lap. I'm just going to do a little side bend with my head, back and forth, nice and slow. Again, just to get a little fluid movement going in there. And you'll probably get a little bit more motion as you go. And then we'll work into doing some holding stretches, okay? If you like this video today, please remember to comment and subscribe, and I would very much appreciate it. Just a couple more here. Again, don't lose that breathing. 1 more to each side. Nice. And then we're going to go up. Make sure you don't get dizzy. And then try to tuck that chin a little bit. So up, you can add a little arch and a little shoulder blade squeeze. Tuck, and then you can bring that body forward, including that spine. So lift and arch. Round and tuck. There's 4. And I love closing my eyes as I do this because it just feels so good, and I feel like I can connect a little bit more with what my body is doing. 6. Breathe in. Exhale as you fold for 7. 8. 2 more. There's 9. 1 more. And 10, you should be starting to feel better already. Always listening to your body too on how you move. If you are on the ground, you're going to place your hand on the ground next to you. If you're in a chair, you're going to grab onto the side of the chair. Think about bringing that shoulder down. And now you're going to tip your head to the right side. And we're going to get 3 nice deep breaths here. So it's in. You can always put your hand behind your back too if that's more comfortable for you. I'm going to get 1 more breath on this side. I'm going to hold in this position before going to the other side. I'm going to keep that tilt in my head, and then I'm going to turn and look down towards my armpit. This is called sniffing the armpit. Same idea, 3 nice breaths here. Really open up that shoulder. There's 2. 1 more. And you can give a nice little circle as we go to the other side. Same idea, pressing down into the ground, grabbing onto that chair or arm behind the back. And we're going to tilt that head over to the side, just ear towards shoulder. Don't bring that opposite shoulder up. 2 more breaths here. It's breathing while talking. Keep that bend, and now add that little turn to feel this a little bit more here. One more breath. I love that. It feels so darn good. Coming back to the middle. If you're on the ground, go ahead, put one hand on the ground. You're going to take the other hand. I'm just going to grab onto that chair. I'm going to keep a little bend in my elbow, and I'm going to reach across as I bend over. Another 3 breaths here. You can keep that hip glued down too if that feels better, and then just add a little reach. One more. And then go ahead and come on up. Same thing to the other side. Hand on the lap or grabbing that chair. Then a reach. You can press that right hip down as that arm comes over and across, stretching out this whole side of the body. One more breath. Good. Come back to the center and just give another little shake out. From here, I'm going to take my left hand onto my right thigh. The right hand's going to come either behind the chair or even just kind of letting it rest down by your side. I'm going to bring mine behind me a little bit, sitting up nice and tall. And then I'm going to turn my body, including my head, to the right. If it hurts your neck, just stay right there. Again, try to let those shoulders stay down. One more breath. And out. And then coming back to the center. I'm actually just going to cross my hands and round forward a little, tuck that chin before I move to the other side. Oh, you can even make a little sigh and come all the way back up so you're sitting up nice and tall. Right hand to that left thigh. Left arm again either to kind of the side of the chair, or you can reach all the way behind, open up that shoulder, sit up nice and tall, and then turning to that left, head kind of follows along if it feels good. Here's breath 2, and breath 3, and come on back to the center. We're going to bring those arms up overhead now, nice and straight as they come up. Breathe in. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades and those elbows down, and then look up towards the sky here. 1, 2, and one more, opening up that whole body. 3. Awesome. All right, we're going to go down to the ground, or like I said, down onto your bed. For this next part, you want to have a sheet or a strap with you to help assist your leg movement. So let me get my chair out of the way, and I'm going to come right down onto the ground. I'm going to just move my strap for a minute. We don't need that right away, but feet are going to come together. I'm going to move just a touch over. I'm going to open my palms up. From here, I'm going to rock my knees over side to side. This is another mobility one now that we're working on those legs. We're going to get 10 total, so there's 3. You're going over as far as you comfortably can. Don't push it, certainly not to start. Remember, stretching is supposed to feel good. Here's 6. Try to keep those shoulder blades squeezed down towards the mat also. 7, 8, 9, and one more is 10. We're going to do one more motion one before we hold. Arms are going to stay out to the side. You're going to bring your feet a little bit wider this time, a little wider than hip width apart. And now I'm going to leave my knees wide as I drop them off to one side. I'm going to rotate my head over, so now I'm getting neck and shoulder too. And then I'm going to drop the other way. Again, it's okay if they do not drop all the way. Don't worry about how far you're moving, just that you are. So there's 3. 4, you can always feel free to leave your head in the middle too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we've got one more of these, and 10. All right, you are going to grab the strap if you need it. The next one is going to be stretching the back of the leg. So you can either grab onto the back of that thigh and bring it up towards you, or if that is too much, and it might be, and that's okay, take your strap or sheet, bring that around the back of the thigh, and then use that strap to help you lift that leg. You can even keep your elbows right on the ground. From here, keeping your back from, right, you don't want to arch it or rock it back and forth, you're going to straighten that leg up as much as you can to have it actually feel comfortable, not painful. And it's okay if it doesn't go all the way straight. And then same idea, we want to add that breath in. 1, 2, and you may find that you could even get a little bit further as you start to breathe a little bit. And 3. We're going to stay on this side since we've already got our strap there. You can keep this leg bent up if it's comfortable. If you want to straighten it out, you can also. But to get the piriformis, so that butt muscle, again, we're going to bring that knee up towards our chest, and then we can use either the strap to guide us or even just kind of move that leg a little bit across towards the opposite shoulder. If it's comfortable for you, you can cross that ankle over that other thigh. Again, sometimes that just doesn't feel good, so it's okay to just kind of be here and let that other leg kind of drop open a little bit. Use both hands if you need to, and you can adjust how high up you're bringing that leg to. Even just letting that ankle rest on that other leg sometimes is comfortable and supported too. All right, coming back to the center, I'm going to bring that leg down, and I'm going to switch sides. So same idea, we'll stick with the strap. Again, use your hand if it's more comfortable for you. But we're going to bring that strap underneath. I'm going to bring that thigh up and then straighten that leg out as much as I comfortably can, which might be different day to day. Breathing in. You can bring your toes towards you for a little more calf stretch too. 2, and 1 more. And that's 3. Again, go ahead, bend that knee. Use that strap, or again, use your arm if it feels better for you. And you're just going to bring that knee across the body a little bit, either crossing the ankle over or just kind of letting it hang out. And again, adding that breathing in. For me, it feels better to have it crossed. So here we go. 1, 2. Don't hike your shoulders like I just did. And 3. I'm going to come back into the center, uncross that leg, and I'm going to roll onto my side for the last 2 exercises. So you're going to start just like you're getting all snuggled up, ready for bed. Knees are going to be bent. I'm going to support my head with my arm. I'm going to take this top arm, I'm going to open it up while leaving my legs there. That means you might only get to here. But the goal is to try to open up as best as you can and then come back. This one I usually like to do a little mobility with, even though we've loosened up a little, just because I find I get a little bit better motion. So I'm going to do 3 of these before I add in a little bit of holding. And it sometimes feels good too to bring that top leg up. This is a little more advanced though. And then you're going to hold, let the head follow if you can. Again, it's okay to keep that leg there. Here's 2 breaths. And 3. Good. I'm going to come all the way back to my side. This is to get that quad and that hip flexor, the front of that leg. So a lot of times, sideline's more comfortable, but it's really hard to get a strap around. So I have found that even if I just take that top leg, kind of extend back and give a little push, I get a nice stretch there. Keeping this leg forward to help actually support the back a little bit. It's okay that this top leg is not resting on the ground. You extend it as back as far as you can to get more of a stretch there. And I know I talked a lot, so let's get one more breath. Awesome. And then we're going to get the other side. Got to be even here. You'll notice that one side's probably a little more mobile than the other. So again, kind of bringing those knees up, getting comfy, knees together to start here. Arm comes up, and then I'm going to open up a little bit. Don't hit your chair or anything else. Again, I'm going to get a couple and then hold. Sometimes you'll get a little snap, crackle, pop in the spine too, and I always find that makes me feel good. Last one, and then we're going to hold. Don't forget your breathing. Let the head go if it feels good. Bring that top knee up only if it feels good. I'm going to keep mine here. And I'm going to get one more breath. You can put a pillow in between your knees here too if that's more comfortable. And then let's get that other quad and hip flexor. So back onto the side. Keep that bottom leg forward, and I'm just going to extend that top leg back. I have my foot resting on the ground. That tends to be a little bit more comfortable. You can do this at any time of day. Clearly, I find it to be relaxing and unwinding though. Yay. All right, nice job. Hopefully you feel a lot looser after doing that. Thank you so much for watching today. If you would like to support me as well as reduce some pain and get rid of the appearance of that cellulite, click the link below to order your own Derma Edge, a device that I created and patented when I was going through the middle of Lyme disease in a lot of pain and needed a way to work on my own body. So the shape of the Derma Edge allows you to get all body parts in a gentle way. We're getting that fluid moving in between the layers, which helps you move better, helps get rid of that pain, and decreases that bumpiness of the cellulite. So make sure to click the link below to order your own.